The next decade of NFL stadiums is going to be insane. We're talking futuristic designs, cutting-edge technology, and billion-dollar investments that will completely transform how we experience the game. From Buffalo's state-of-the-art Highmark Stadium to the Browns' ambitious plans and the all-new Nissan Stadium, the league is about to enter a golden age of stadium innovation. Following are some of them. Jacksonville Jaguars, the stadium of the future. NFL owners have unanimously approved Jacksonville's jaw-dropping $1.4 billion stadium project, a move that pretty much guarantees the Jaguars will stay in one of the league's smallest markets for at least the next 30 years. That's a big deal, considering Jacksonville has always been on the edge of relocation rumors. Now, let's talk about money. The financial split, a little controversial. The city is shouldering a bigger share than most NFL owners typically contribute to new or renovated stadiums. Here's how it breaks down. Both sides, Jacksonville and the Jaguars, will each pitch in $625 million toward the $1,250 million build. On top of that, the city is throwing in $150 million for deferred maintenance at Everbank Stadium before construction even begins. And here's the kicker: no new taxes will be levied to fund Jacksonville's share. Construction kicks off right after the 2025 season, and Jaguars fans will need to brace for a temporary shift in game day experience. In 2026, the stadium will operate with a reduced capacity, meaning no upper deck. Then, in 2027, the Jags might not even play in Jacksonville at all. So where are they headed? The team is looking at Gainesville or Orlando, but there's also a strong possibility of multiple home games overseas, especially in London. In fact, the Jaguars' agreement with the city allows them to play up to 6 home games internationally between 2025 and 2027, with up to 3 games happening in London or elsewhere. But under the new lease, all preseason and postseason home games will be locked in Jacksonville. Now, let's talk about the design. This thing is going to be incredible. The proposed 63,000-seat open-air stadium comes with a translucent covering. Think of it like wearing sunglasses in the sun. This innovative design is expected to lower temperatures by 15 degrees, which is a game-changer for those hot Florida afternoons. And if you're worried about capacity, don't be. The stadium can expand to 71,500 seats for major events like the Florida-Georgia rivalry game, the college football playoff, or even the Final Four. And yes, Jags fans, the pools and party deck in the north end zone, they're staying. The Jaguars' commitment. One big question with any stadium deal is, who's responsible for what? Here's what the Jaguars are committing to: covering all construction cost overruns, taking over day-to-day operations of the stadium, bearing 80.4% of game day expenses moving forward. This deal is about more than just a stadium. It's about solidifying Jacksonville's place in the NFL for decades to come. The 30-year lease and non-relocation agreement ensure the Jaguars aren't going anywhere, while also balancing their growing international presence. Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are getting a brand new home, and construction in Orchard Park is making serious progress. If you've been keeping an eye on the updates, you've probably noticed crews working on the upper deck, covering key portions of the new Highmark Stadium. And while this stadium is staying true to Buffalo's open-air football traditions, it's packing some serious next-level technology to handle the brutal winter weather. One of the biggest innovations? A canopy system that covers 60% of the fan seating, keeping fans more protected from the elements than ever before. And let's talk about the snowmelt system, because in Buffalo, that's a game changer. This isn't just any heating system, it's the world's largest. We're talking about a setup with advanced roof sensors that constantly monitor snowfall levels and liquefy dangerous snow piles before they become a problem. That's crucial when you consider Buffalo gets hammered with an average of 92 inches of snow every year, thanks to lake effect storms rolling in off the Great Lakes. Now, when you hear that the new stadium will seat around 60,000 fans, a drop from the 72,000 capacity of the current stadium, you might be wondering why. Well, it's all about efficiency and modernization. The Bills' existing stadium opened in 1973, and while it's been a legendary home for decades, it's showing its age, cracks in the structure, outdated technology, and a design that doesn't match the future of the NFL. There was actually serious discussion about moving the stadium downtown and adding a dome or retractable roof, But after cost evaluations, it was clear that those ideas weren't feasible for Buffalo's economy or fan experience. And honestly, part of what makes Bills football so iconic is playing through those legendary snow games. Tennessee Titans. The future of NFL stadiums is on another level, and the Tennessee Titans are making a huge statement with their brand new Nissan Stadium. This domed stadium, set to open in 2027, isn't just an upgrade, it's a game changer. With a $2.1 billion price tag, it's one of the most expensive stadium projects in league history. And here's the kicker: $126 billion of that is coming from public funding, making it the largest stadium subsidy in U.S. history. This 60,000-seat stadium is designed by Manica Architecture, the same firm behind Allegiant Stadium, NRG Stadium, and Wembley Stadium, so you know it's going to have a sleek, modern design. It's being built right next to the current Nissan Stadium, which will be demolished once the new one is complete. And while some might question the cost, this is Nashville going all in on making itself a premier sports and entertainment destination. So, where's all this money coming from? Here's the breakdown. $840 million from the Titans, $500 million from the state of Tennessee, $760 million from revenue bonds, repaid through personal seat licenses, stadium taxes, and a new 1% hotel-motel tax. At one point, 7 million square feet, this stadium is going to be massive. It'll have around 170 luxury suites, an artificial turf field, and a domed roof, meaning year-round events, no weather delays, and Nashville instantly becoming a contender for Super Bowls, Final Fours, and major concerts. The Titans are also signing a 30-year lease, locking the team into Music City for decades to come. Carolina, Bank of America Stadium. But let's not forget about Carolina, where Bank of America Stadium has been an iconic part of the NFL landscape for nearly 3 decades. What makes it stand out isn't just the design, but the unique details that set it apart. From the huge entranceways that showcase the Panthers' colors, black, processed blue, and silver, to the archways resembling the shape of a football, it's got a look that feels both classic and intimidating. One of the coolest features? The bronze panther statues guard each entrance. These snarling, green-eyed beasts are the largest sculptures ever commissioned in the US, and they're engraved with the names of the original PSL owners, a nod to the fans who helped build the franchise. And then there are the 6 light domes, originally glowing the team's signature process blue. Over the years, they've started to show their age, but they still add to the stadium's unique look. One thing's for sure, whether it's brand new billion-dollar domes or legendary stadiums with a fortress-like presence, the NFL's stadium game is evolving fast. Between now and 2033, we're going to see some of the most advanced, fan-friendly, and high-tech stadiums in sports history. The future of football stadiums? It's just getting started.